Hey church, Pastor Anthony here. As we enter this time of prayer and fasting, it's very aware to me, I become painfully aware of the discomfort that comes along with that. Some of us have chosen to cut out food, some of us have cut out social media, different things like that. And in all of those situations, when you go through that commitment of sacrifice, you begin to experience discomfort. Some people start to get headaches and all these different kind of things start to come into the picture. And I begin to think about that element that is involved in fasting, that discomfort. But really that element that's involved in throughout our life as we walk our Christian walk, we experience discomfort from time to time. And I'm reminded of a story that my grandfather told me one time of a specific species of bird. That as the bird was raising her young, as they begin to molt and grow their flying feathers, that the bird would begin to remove some of the more comfortable elements out of the nest so that the birds would be more inclined to get out of the nest and begin to explore. And where the mother bird would bring the food directly to the mouths of the baby chicks, she would give it right to them, but she begins to stand just a little bit outside of the nest, just a little bit further, so that the birds have to begin to venture outside of their comfort zone and eventually learn to fly because of that. And in our lives, sometimes God allows discomfort into our lives so that we would begin to move to a different point. And so this morning we're talking about destiny through discomfort. God has a plan for us, and in Jeremiah 29:11, He tells His Israelites, His chosen people, He says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. But what's interesting about this scripture is that He's actually talking to them in the middle of slavery, in the middle of bondage, in some of their most difficult and most uncomfortable times. He's telling them, I know what I'm doing. I am in control. And so sometimes when we look at our lives and we feel like we're in a wasteland, we feel like we're struggling with this and that and the other, and we're wondering, where is God? He's saying, I have a plan. Push through this discomfort so that you can reach your destiny.